Beto O'Rourke is challenging Ted Cruz in the Senate race in Texas and giving him quite a race. And he was recently speaking with a group of constituents, or potential constituents, who asked him a question about the NFL protests. And his response, thanks to now this, has gone mega viral. Here was what Beto O'Rourke said.
How disrespectful it is. Like you have the NFL players kneeling during the national anthems. I wanted to know if you found that disrespectful to our country, to our veterans, and anybody related to that. I find it incredibly frustrating.
My short answer is no. I don't think it's disrespectful. Here's my longer answer, but I'm gonna try to, Parting the Waters and the King Years. And when you read that book and find out what Dr. King and this nonviolent, peaceful movement to secure better, because they didn't get full, civil rights for their fellow Americans, the challenges that they face, those who died in Philadelphia, Mississippi, for the crime of trying to be a man, trying to be a woman in this country, the young girls who died in the church bombing, those who were beaten within an inch of their life crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama with John Lewis, those who were punched in the face, spat upon, dragged out by their collar at the Woolworth lunch counter for sitting with white people at the same lunch counter in the same country where their fathers may have bled the same blood on the battlefields of Omaha Beach or Okinawa or anywhere that anyone ever served this country. The freedoms that we have were purchased not just by those in uniform, and they definitely were, but also by those who took their lives into their hands riding those Greyhound buses, the Freedom Riders in the Deep South in the 1960s. Peaceful, nonviolent protests, including taking a knee at a football game to point out that black men, unarmed, black teenagers, unarmed, and black children, unarmed, are being killed at a frightening level right now, including by members of law enforcement, without accountability and without justice. And this problem, as grave as it is not going to fix itself. And they're frustrated, frankly, with people like me and those in positions of public trust and power who have been unable to resolve this or bring justice for what has been done and to stop it from continuing to happen in this country. And so nonviolently, peacefully, while the eyes of this country are watching these games, they take a knee to bring our attention and our focus to this problem to ensure that we fix it. That is why they are doing it, and I can think of nothing more American than to peacefully stand up or take a knee for your rights anytime, anywhere, any place.
That's a man. So he was asked a question by someone who clearly does not agree with him, and what do politicians do 99 out of 100 times? You know, they cater to them, they equivocate, and they say, well, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and they try to avoid controversy, try to avoid disagreement. And Beto said, no, this is what I believe. And he laid out an excellent case for exactly why they take a knee, and it doesn't have anything to do with the veterans. And in fact, Colin Kaepernick consulted with veterans even before taking a knee, and they told him, the folks that he consulted with said taking a knee was the most respectful way of doing it.
Yeah. And
so Beto O'Rourke, pointing that out, is a guy who is a rare, brave politician. He's going to beat Ted Cruz. First of all, polling now indicates one poll's got him down only by 4. Yep. They thought that Ted Cruz couldn't lose in Texas. I think one poll had him down by only 1. So here comes Beto O'Rourke. On the one hand, you've got Ted Cruz, who's going around kissing Donald Trump's ass all over the country, begging him to come to Texas after Donald Trump insulted his wife, called his dad a murderer. He's now unmanned himself in front of the whole country, Ted Cruz has. I thought in Texas, you had to be strong to win. Ted Cruz is the weakest guy I've ever seen. Compared to this strength, he's gonna get clobbered. So, and beyond that, LeBron James and so many other celebrities shared this video saying, that is exactly right. If you want to know what we think, that's what we think. By the way, that's what a representative is supposed to do, represent you.
Have you heard about the new TYT audio network? We have some great new shows for you. Find us wherever you get your podcast by searching for TYT Network, or head over to tyt.com/audio.